Good morning everyone, I am Jia from class 8. Today we are going to do civics important question answer which are really important for us for our upcoming examination. So first of all start with MCQs. Our first question is, which of the following section is called consigns if the Indian Constitution? So our first option is federalism section, fundamental rights section, fundamental duties and directive principle. So as we know the answer is fundamental rights section. Next question. Our second question says, if a 13-year-old child is working in factory, what is it called? So this is called child labor. Our third question says, when did the king of Nepal finally take over as the head of government? Option A, February 2005, February 2005, February 2007, April 2003. So the right answer is February 2005. Our next question, the supreme law making institution is the Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha, Parliament and Judiciary. So the answer is Parliament. What does PMO refer to? Prime Minister Office, Postmaster Office, Prime Minister Municipal Office or none of these? So the answer is Prime Minister Office. Now we do have question answers. Let's go with them. First question. Name all the fundamental rights mentioned in the Indian Constitution. As we know that we have 6 fundamental rights in our book, so let's start. So first is right to freedom. Second is right to freedom of religion. Third is right to equality. Fourth is right against exploitation. Fifth is cultural and educational rights. And sixth is right to constitutional remedies. As you can see, these are our rights. Let me repeat it again. First is right to freedom. Second is right to freedom of religion. Third is right to equality. Fourth is right against exploitation. Fourth is cultural and educational right. And our last is right to constitutional remedies. Define federalism. What is federalism? Federalism, this implies existence of more than one level of government in the country, one at the center and the other in the states. And next question is, what is secularism? As we know that secularism does not promote any religion in the states. Does not promote. A secular state does not promote any religion as the state religion. This is called secularism. Our next question is, mention the key features of Indian Constitution. So we have 5 key features. First is separation of power. Next is federalism. Third is secularism. Fourth is parliamentary form of government. And last is fundamental rights. We have 5 key features of Indian Constitution. First is separation of power. Third is federalism, secularism, parliamentary form of government, and fundamental rights. Our next question, what do you understand by the right against exploitation? So this means child labor. This prohibits child labor, forced labor and trafficking. This is our right against exploitation. Our next question is, what is meant by principal distance? Principal distance means interference of religion by the state. Interference in the religion by the state has to be based on ideals laid out in the Constitution. So, principal distance means Interference in the religion by the state has to be based on ideals laid out in the constitution. Our next question is, what do you mean by freedom to interpret? So freedom to interpret means this means any individual liberty to develop his own understanding and meaning in the religion. Our next question is, after how many years the Parliament of India is elected? As we all know, the Parliament of India is elected once in every 5 years. Our Parliament is elected once in every 5 years. The Parliament of India consists of which two houses? Parliament consists of the Rajya Sabha and the Lok Sabha. Next question is, who is the leader of ruling party in Lok Sabha? The Prime Minister is the head of the ruling party in Lok Sabha. Next question is, how many members were there in the Lok Sabha in 1999? So, there are 243 elected members and plus 2 nominated. So total members are there in 245. What does universal adult franchise mean? Every adult citizen every adult citizen have right to vote. Adult citizen mean 18 plus, like elders 18 plus, they can vote. Next question is, what is controversial law? The law that favors one group and other. So meant by controversial law? The law that favors one group and disregards the other is known as the controversial law. How can you say that the Sedition Act of 1870 was arbitrary? Because anyone who criticized the British at that time was arrested without any trial. In which three presidencies were the High Courts first established? So, first presidency is Calcutta, Bombay, and Madras. These are three presidencies where High Courts was first established. 16th question. Which states have larger concentration of Adivasi population? So, there are some states: Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh, Rajasthan, Maharashtra, Andhra Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh, West Bengal, Odisha, and etc. Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh, Rajasthan, Maharashtra, Andhra Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh, West Bengal, Odisha have larger concentration of Adivasi population. 17th question. What is the population of Adivasi in Assam? It is over 70 lakh. Name any 4 states Adivasis are in great numbers. So we can name any, but here I am going with Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh, Odisha, and Madhya Pradesh. Next question is, which equality does Article 15 of Constitution guarantee? As we know, Article 15 is right to equality. So this gives equal access to everyone to visit public places. such as public gardens, temples, wells, etc. There are many public places like public park, public temples and wells and museums also. What is Sulabh? Sulabh is a non-government organization working with 3 decades to address problems Sulabh is a non-government organization working with 3 decades to address problems like sanitation facing low income in India. Sanitation, etc. So, next question is, what does right to water mean? This means everyone, whether rich or poor, have right to have sufficient amount of water at the price he/she can afford. So what does right to water mean is everyone have right to have sufficient water, whether rich or poor, he/she can afford at affordable price, at a rate of affordable price. So our next question is, what do you mean by minimum wage? Why do we need a law on minimum wages? As we know, wages should not be below a specified minimum limit. And why do we need a law on minimum wages? We need a law on minimum wages because so that private companies cannot deny workers for their wages. As it is necessary to ensure that workers are not underpaid. We need a law on minimum wages because wages should not be below a specified minimum amount, and so that private companies cannot deny workers for their wages, as it is necessary to ensure workers are not underpaid or are paid fairly. And next question is, why did Bhopal gas tragedy occur? It occurred due to leakage of poisonous gas, so what is the name of gas, of that poisonous gas? So it is methyl isocyanate. This is the gas which is spread from the factory that produces pesticides. Our next question is, why do we need courts? We need courts because courts protect us from discrimination, and safeguard people, and ensure that nobody is violated by any individual. Ensure no one is violated by individual or an entity. These are the reasons why we need courts. First is court protects us from discrimination and safeguard people's and human rights, ensure no one is violated by any individual or an entity. These are our reasons. Our next question is, what does the reservation policy work? So our first point is different states have different scheduled caste and tribals. Our second point is Our second point is, first of all, let me repeat our first point. Different states have different scheduled caste and tribals and many backward caste. Second point is, students applying for institutions have to furnish proof of their caste and tribe in caste and tribe certificates. Our third point is, tribes or caste if tribe and caste comes in the government list, then this candidate can avail the benefit reservation.
Money that is made of paper is called paper money.
Our third point says, tribes caste came, if they came in the government list, then this candidate can avail the benefit of reservation. So let me repeat the answers. Different states have different scheduled caste and tribe. Students applying for institutions and people applying for jobs have to furnish proof of their caste and have to write in the caste and tribe certificate. Then the candidates are asked by the government to mention their caste or tribe. If tribe or caste came in the government list, then this candidate can avail the benefit of reservation. This is how the reservation policy works. Our next question is, what are two ways the fundamental rights have been drawn in respect of the marginalized? Our first point is by insisting they forced the government to recognize the injustice done to them. Our first point says, by insisting they forced government to recognize the injustice done to them. Second point is, The insisted they enforce laws. The struggles in the marginalized have to frame new laws. So let me repeat the answer. Our first point is by insisting they force the government to recognize the injustice done to them. Second point is the insisted they enforce laws. The struggle in the marginalized have influenced the government to frame new laws. Our next question is explain at least 3 differences why groups may be marginalized. So first is they speak different languages. Second is they follow different customs or belong to different religions from the majority community. Third point is they are considered to be poor or low social status. These are 3 points which may be the reasons of tribals to be marginalized. So first is they speak different languages. Second is they follow different customs or belong to different religious community. Third is they are considered to be poor or low social status. Next question is how do government ensure social justice? So first point is through making upholding and enforcing laws the government controls the activity of individual, controls the activity of individuals and private companies. To ensure social justice. Our second point is many of the laws have their basis in the fundamental rights guaranteed by the Indian Constitution. So our answer is through making, upholding and enforcing laws, the government controls the activities of individuals and private companies to ensure social justice. Our second point is many of the laws have their basis in fundamental rights guaranteed by the Indian Constitution. Our next question is about Bhopal disaster. Bhopal disaster brought the issue of environment to the forefront. Explain how. First point is thousands of people who were not associated with the factory was also affected due to leakage. Second point is this made people realize that the existing laws only covered the individuals workers not the persons who might be in the industrial accident. And in response, to the pressure from environment, activities, and other Indian government introduced new laws on the environment. Let's repeat the answer again. So our first point is thousands of people who were not associated with the factory was also affected due to leakage. Second is this made people realize that the existing laws only covered the individuals workers, not the persons who might be in the industrial accident. And in response to the pressure from environment activities and other Indian government introduced new laws on the environment. So, and last question is, why did Union Carbide set up its plant in India? It set up due to cheap labor, because cheap labor is available in India at many places. Second is wages that the company pays in the USA are far higher than the Indian. In USA, yes. Paid in USA are far higher than the India. Third point is, for low wages, workers, company has longer hours work. Fourth point is they earned profit. This is the answer. So let's repeat it again. Due to they set up its plant in India due to cheap labor is available in India. Wages that company paid in USA are far higher than the India. They paid cheap labor in India and high in USA. For low wages, company has longer hours to work. The labor works till late. They earned profit. The company earned profit. So this is our topic for today. Thank you. I hope you understand well.